What's up, guys? Man on the Moon here, taking a first look at Harrison, who just popped up. He's Harrison, Road to Survival 2, with an adrenaline rush of revitalizing shells, 76 AP, deal 2 attacks of 350 damage, 700 total to one enemy. All teammates regain 25% of their max HP for 2 turns and gain 35% bonus HP. Now, I like it. He's got 2081 attack for base with 1540 defense and 1783 HP. Now, that's a lot of damage for someone who has a rush of 700% total. It's not bad. I'm personally a big fan of the double tap rushes. So I think he could be really cool as far as his rush goes. But that's not where it gets fun, to be honest. That third slot special is where I think it's going to get kind of cheeky, because he's got a better chance to disarm for 2 turns when attacking, so that can actually proc on his rush. I do find it a bit odd that he is considered a support toon and that his weapon has 30% HP and 15% defense, which that 15% defense is obviously the upgrade slot. You'd probably want to just go for AP on attack for him, because that rush is so strong that you want it going off regularly. I mean, if you think about it, that's 2 turns of 25% heal plus 35% bonus HP to all teammates. So that's essentially 85% of their health over the course of 2 turns. That's a lot of heal. Which I suppose that's where the support part of his role comes into play, which is why he's considered a support toon. I would still look at him as a damage toon, but I guess the disarm would also be part of the reason why he's considered a support toon. His active skill is Confuse and AP Gain, which it's kind of an upgraded version of Sophia's active, because she has the same active, except his is an initial cooldown of 2 with a cooldown of 2 and 4 uses, which I believe all of that is the same as Sophia, but it's Confuse one enemy for 2 turns, and this character gains 35% AP, as to where Sophia is Confuse one enemy for 1 turn, and then she gains 35% AP. Now, he does have a leader skill, which is actually the same as Tough Carl, which is all tough and fast teammates get 40% attack and a huge bonus to AP when attacking. Now, I love those 40% attack and huge AP leader skills. It just irritates me that it seems like every time there's a good leader skill, it's always promo, and free-to-play really need those leader skills. They really do. I mean, it's especially bad within strong characters. At least with fast teammates, you already had Rise to Power Rick, who gave all fast teammates 40% attack and a huge bonus to AP when attacking. And in Andrea, a larger world. OG Andrea, she gave all ranged teammates 40% attack and a huge bonus to AP when attacking. And that AP just makes so many more characters viable, because anybody over 76 AR kind of becomes, I don't want to say they become useless when without AP on attack, but it's just rough, guys. I mean, personally, my favorite tunes have always been strong. So like we really need that in free to play. But here we are, and this guy, I mean, he looks fun. He could uh, he could work well on a lot of teams. I don't necessarily know if you'd want to keep that HP in the first slot. You might want to switch it to attack, honestly. Or you could just go with the support part and just tank him out and use him for that disarm in the third slot. Now, see, I will say this. The difference between this character with that weapon and an actual disarm tune is that he can actually be, he can trigger specialists. He can trigger slot 3 specials. A disarm can never be stunned on defense. He can never be absolute defended. He can never be AP down. This character can be stunned on defense, get stunned by a red tune or absolute defense, because he himself does not have disarm. Now obviously, if that weapon procs, then for the next 2 turns, that tune is disarmed, and he can no longer proc them. But say you rush with him with that rush, and on the first attack, he attacks an alert tune, he can still be stunned in that first attack, and his weapon could just not proc. In which case, you now have a stunned Harrison, and you don't have the disarmed tune on the defense team. So, I mean, it's just kind of a weakened version of disarm. Personally, I think if we get a free-to-play disarm tune, it's going to come in this fashion. I think they would end up giving it to us with a tune that just has it on the weapon versus actually having the specialist skill themselves. But that's just my personal opinion. But yeah, overall I think he's a very solid tune. I think he could work fairly well on attack or defense teams. Although I do say that I think he would be much better on an attack team than a defense team. But nonetheless, here's Harrison. And that's my assessment of him. I think I'm definitely not going to pull for him. But if you do pull for him and you get him, let me know. If you pull for him and you don't get him and you get somebody else that you've been wanting for a while, let me know down in the comments. I always like knowing who pulls what. It's just fun to see. So that's going to be it, I think, for this video. If you like what you see, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and Have a good day, guys, and most importantly, have fun. Just have fun. This is your friendly neighborhood man on the moon, signing out.